Good morning, class. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the chapter review. The last chapter review you guys did, it was very clear that you did not look up the answers in the book. Please, the purpose of a chapter review is just that, to review the chapter in preparation for your test. So this chapter's chapter review focuses a lot on timelines because there was a lot of different events. So I'm going to just kind of look at this with you a little bit. I need you to really pay attention to what you're doing. There's a couple of different ways to do this. So this is what your paper is going to look like. I've included the timeline they're talking about. But when you go to do each one of these, think back 2 or 3 weeks ago when we did skimming and scanning. It's going to be an easier way for you to go through the chapter and find the events. So you could do 2 different things. You can look and see, what happened in 3100 BC, and then go into your book and see if you can find 31. You can look at the timelines. In this case, look, there's one right here, 3100 BC. Narmer unites Egypt. So I go back to my review. Is that one of my choices? Look, King Narmer unites Upper and Lower Egypt. I'm going to go back to my book again. Is that what it said? Unites Egypt. Yes, it is. So I'm going to go back to here. Narmer unites Egypt. And I'm going to click on that button right there. Okay. So now nothing else is going to happen during that time frame. So I'm not going to have anything else there. So that means these other 4 events are going to happen in one of these 4 times. Now, please listen very carefully to me, okay? So you should all get at least 1 correct if you're watching my videos. Everybody should get at least 1 correct if you're watching my videos. Listen carefully. Not all of the events listed in the review are going to be on the timelines in the book. In some cases, you're going to need to skim and scan the chapter, find that event. So if it says Hatshepsut, begins trade with Asia, okay? I may not find that on a timeline, but I can go into the chapter and find out where I read about Hatshepsut, right? She's pretty prevalent. So I find her name, I skim and I scan that section to find a date, see if it matches my chapter review, and then make connections like that, okay? Use the book, skim and scan. That's why we practiced that skill, was for doing things like this, okay? We will also use it in science. We'll use it for research. It is a very important skill, okay? So please be doing that. After you complete the timelines, there are questions as well, okay? So make sure that you answer the questions. So when you go to answer the questions, okay, there they are. There's only 2 of them, but notice they say use complete sentences. You will lose points if you do not use complete sentences. I'm going to say that again. You will lose points if you do not use complete sentences, okay? You're in 6th grade. Make sure that your completely answers the question given to you. Okay? I want you to succeed, but part of that is on you. You know what complete sentences look like. You should have mastered them by now. This is the point where you add more details to them. That includes putting in the answers. Okay? Sentences do not start with because. They do not start with they unless you have put a sentence before them that says what they is. Okay? My question is not the sentence before yours. So when you put they, I should not have to look at my sentence to see who they is. Put in Hatshepsut bought blah, blah, blah. Okay? Or King Tutankhamun supposedly died from a fall from a horse. Okay? If it says, how did Ramses II die? You're not going to put he died by. I don't know who he is. It needs to be able to stand alone. Now, if it says how did St. Ramses II die? You should start your sentence. Ramses II died in a battle with a tiger. That's not how he died, by the way. Okay? Please make sure you use complete sentences. It is an easy point to gain. It is an easy point to lose. So please use complete sentences. Again, skim and scan, use the timelines, use the text. Do not guess. This is preparation for the test. Please remember tomorrow's test will be open from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then it's closed. And that will be the end of it. So good luck. Take your time. Do a good job. I know you can. This is where you prove it. Good luck.